Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, it's going to be a 2v2 mid-rank madness sent to SniperMonkey at the email address in the description. Email address. Stumbled over that, but it's an email address in the description for SniperMonkey. Alright, so here on Roskillian, we've got Team Captain America. It's going to be BabySwiss and his teammate, TheSwiss. All right, so TheSwiss has been featured on this channel before, and apparently this is his 10-year-old son who is learning StarCraft. So welcome to StarCraft, BabySwiss. Hope you enjoy your stay. On the top side, we've got ourselves a teal Terran player named Brum and a purple Protoss named TheKyinKyan. TheKyinKyan. Sure, that's going to work out for me. So this is going to be interesting. 10-year-old figuring out how StarCraft works is going to wall off at the front here. Very smart. Like that play for sure. Walling off is going to be just fine against early aggression. But against a Protoss and a Terran, less of a concern just because they can sit at the bottom of your ramp and kill your wall with Stalkers and Marines and Marauders and stuff. But walling off against Zerg is definitely very important. Just less of a concern if there isn't a Zerg on the other side of the map trying to kill you. And same thing. Walling off here, Team North. Team, I guess we'll call it the Joker. Doing that too. Anywho, expanding here, TheSwiss after getting a gateway up, so gateway expand a runing. We'll see if BabySwiss goes for an expansion as well. Probably should. Honestly, I imagine his dad's in his ear telling him, all right, now that your barracks is done, go ahead and take an expansion once you have 400 minerals. In the meantime, ooh, getting that double gas up here too before the expansion. That's fine. And engineering bay from Brum. Whoa! You going to Planetary Fortress upgrade your main, dude? I don't know about this. But anyway, scouting around here, TheSwiss checking to make sure there's not like, I don't know, a proxy pylon over here or something. I'm not even sure. Has Team... Yeah, they haven't even scouted yet. Team North hasn't scouted at all. So no, there's no proxy pylons going on. But, you know, better safe than sorry is what I always say. Okay, man, so 2v2 feature and a 10-year-old. We'll see how this works out for him. Probe, okay, good scouting from TheSwiss, and this is blocked off from scouting by the aforementioned wall, which is hilarious. Expansion, go, yes! BabySwiss expanding a tiny bit late, but you know what? Perfect timing from a 10-year-old. That's just too much to expect. It's okay. Ho-ho! And then making a proxy barracks. BabySwiss. What are we doing here? I like it a lot, though. And then you lift up and you land here, or like up here. I don't know if you can hide it here, probably, right? Yeah, in the smoke. That's got to be the play. Land it here in the smoke, pump some Marines out, and run into the mineral line and kill a bunch of probes. Love this. Love this plan. I hope that's what it is. BabySwiss making a factory back home. Good. You do want factory units to support, you know, against a Terran player for sure. Just trying to go Marines and Marauders against a fellow Terran is going to be rough if they have siege tanks at all. And yeah, the TheKyinKyan seems to be going, yep, okay, just pretty classic two-base opening Stargate attack into Sky Toss all the way down across the sky. On the other side, is that a third? Nope, two-gate Cyber Core here from TheSwiss. Okay, that's fine. And actually, TheSwiss throwing up a forward shield battery right outside the front door of Team North here too. Interesting. All right, BabySwiss, your barracks is done. You got to do something with it. Oh, did he Planetary Fortress that? No. See, Planetary, maybe he's into Planetary Fortress this one? He's getting high-sec auto-tracking. So maybe the engineering bay was solely going to be for high-sec auto-tracking rush, which does increase the range of your missile turret attack, your Planetary Fortress attack, but like, I don't know. You don't need it that fast. It's a good upgrade, don't get me wrong. It's just you don't need it before. Whoa, actually. Ghost Academy. Is it going to be lift up, land, build, ghosts, nuke? Oh, that would be hot. That would be so cool. Swiss is up here with the sentry. Does the sentry look big to you? Why do I think the sentry looks huge? Maybe it's because it's next to an SCV and that's still... Is there a skin for the sentry that makes it look fat? I don't know. I really don't. Anywho, hey, look, it's Void Rays! Of course it's Void Rays. There's a Protoss in a lower level game. It's Void Rays. There's a Protoss in a higher level game. It's also Void Rays. Void Rays are just good. There's not a reason to not make them, really. Wow, triple nuke? Okay. Well, getting Ghost Cloak research first, but triple Ghost Academy. Are you... TheSwiss, I do appreciate your teaching your son initially how to go all the ghosts and nukes first. There you go. 2 nukes on the way. Cloak's almost done. That's a scan to see if there's anything we need to worry about. And yeah, sees the double Stargate, sees the 3rd Stargate, and says, okay. So we got to worry about Void Rays. So in that case, a lot of Stalkers would actually work pretty well here from TheSwiss to a certain extent. Make a ghost. Make a ghost. Yeah, tech lab it. Then make a ghost. Okay, I like this. And then do a little bit of Stalker pressure. The shield batteries are sick. Oh, man, this is good. SniperMonkey liked this one, obviously. He had it recommended to me, you know, among the many submissions that he got. So thanks, everyone, for submitting replays this month. It's been fantastic. Got a really good one here for you. We do these twice a week, Midrank Madness. It is Platinum, Diamond, and Gold level StarCraft 2. So if you're in those leagues, feel free to send it to SniperMonkey with the subject of Midrank Madness. A hallucinated Void Ray, which the Marines are summarily ignoring. Like, they're not even bothering with it, which is hilarious. There we go. Then they kill it, and it evaporates. But this is just distraction, right? This is please focus on the front. Please don't scout around your main base and see what's going on here. Make a ghost. Make a ghost. Make a ghost. Make a ghost. I'm slamming my desk. There we go. I'm not sure if you could hear me slam my desk, but I was very invested in him making a ghost. So, oh, that pylon depowers 2 of the shield batteries, but there's a secondary pylon here powering the other 2 of them, so it's not the end of the world. But, oh, this is so good. Okay, so, oh, that goes, try to launch a nuke in, like, direct range of everything, so that did not work. Good attempt, BabySwiss. Now they know they need to watch out for nukes. Cloaking it up. What's the sit rep? Look at him. I like how they hunch over when they run. It's a weird running animation. Oh my gosh, the siege tanks though. Remember when I was talking about factory units and siege tanks? Nuke! Yes! Let's go! Let's go, BabySwiss. Get that nuke off. Kill them fast. That did not rhyme at all. Oh, no. 16 kills. Wait. 18 kill ghost. Beautiful. Void Rays trying to do what they can with the support of the tanks. And then just simply another nuke. It's not Artosis pylon. There's 2 pylons here, but are they both going to die? I like the stalkers just... Oh my gosh, are we not looking for this one? Okay, another nuke on that one, and you're going to shut down the TheKyinKyan's support altogether. Oh. Ghost was spotted by what? This missile turret? Detection range is farther than I think it is sometimes. Okay, this one's not even cloaked. He's out of energy for that. So I like how they're, you know, the animation is down on one knee. Void Rays murderize him. And cancels that nuke. All right, so the sound of, yeah, now we see it. But the question is, do you have detection? The answer is no. So this ghost, does he have enough energy to remain cloaked while he throws down a missile turret here? No. Don't throw down the nuke in the range. The missile turret can see you. No! Siege tanks clearing out this forward position of TheSwiss. Nobody's on more than 2 bases right now. Actually, just Blink Stalker in his way up here. Target firing, yeah, target firing individual Void Rays. They're not using prismatic alignment, but they're in a goodly number. Oh, hallucinated Void Ray taking some shots, making it a little bit better. From the end, there's just too much Void Ray here from TheKyinKyan, which is one heck of a name. Sentries trying to do some stuff. Nope. Not that good against Void Rays. And BabySwiss trying to throw up another barracks. Not allowed. Okay, so good attempt. So we're kind of back to square one. Everybody's on 2 bases. Nobody's taken a 3rd base yet here at 9 minutes, which is kind of Midrank Madness-y. TheSwiss decides to throw down extra gateways here on his 2-base economy. Got some zealots up, trying to make his own actual Void Rays, and BabySwiss just, you know, casually making more nukes. Production tab shows us what's up. Just ghost death sounds never get old to me. Oh, are you dying? I wasn't aware, Ghost. I mean, look, I'm going to be honest. If I got shot to death by a laser from a void ray, I would also make very loud and dramatic death sounds. So I'm not better than a ghost. I just think it's funny. So I guess I think it was funny if it was me too, right? Right. Brum, maybe going to expand here. Who knows? He's thinking about it, though. Trying to make a big decision whether he wants to expand with his 2,000 minerals in the bank. I recommend expanding as a general course of action in these games, yes. Hey, first third base of the day from the Swiss, up along the right side at about a 3 o'clock position. Oh man, so many void rays though. All right, army value here is the biggest, definitely for TheKyinKyan. 1,400 army supply for the Swiss, though. Or not supply, total resources for the Swiss. A lot of it zealots, though, so I don't know. Storm pretty good against void rays, however. But I guess we're just kind of passing like ships in the night. Got TheKyinKyan down to the south. We're kind of attacking up this way is the Swiss. There's a random missile turret out, but sure. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. They're going to scan? So they're dodging the nuke very ably, but they are just wandering right past the ghost. Oh, they decide not to kill him. Instead, okay, just going to engage with the Protoss here instead. The tanks are going to siege up. They do get a couple hits off, but largely they're all dead. It's really the Void Rays that are carrying the day for Team North right now. Like, wow. Okay, that went pretty poorly for... I mean, the siege tanks are all dead, which is a victory for to be sure, but this Void Ray count is, it's 11 at the moment, which is sick. Gonna try to nuke the Void Rays. No way. There's no way they sit around for that one. Okay. So you're gonna kill your mortal enemy, the missile turret, which dates back to Brood War, man. Missile turrets and ghosts, they've never gotten along in the history of StarCraft, which is now 24 years old. High Templar just casually running around completely unsupported. We're just going to make some Archons out of it. Do we have Storm? No, it's on the way being researched right now. So no third base for Team North at all. Seems like a concern. Nuke on your ramp. On your juke. Like everybody gets out of there. He knows this is actually not bad from Brum. He sees what's going on at least. Oh, almost loses that tank, but not quite. And then tank dies because it's all bruised up from the nuke. So hey, great victory. High Templar has enough energy for a storm once storm finishes. This is really just our 10-year-old, the BabySwiss, making nukes. He's got some widow mines up. His army composition right now consists of a marine and a ghost. And a nuke. And floating about 8,000 minerals and 2,500 gas, which is to be expected, right, for a 10-year-old who's focusing on something as micro-heavy as nukes are. But yeah, would recommend BabySwiss. I'm sure your dad has told you this, but... additional production facilities. There we go. Making a ton of Vikings is cool. Queuing up this many Vikings is not what I would recommend. Maybe queuing up 2 sets. So like this one, and then 2 more. So like 4 total is not a bad idea. And then Widow Mines here too. If you are finding you need to queue up like this, build more factories. Build more factories, build more starports, which is exactly what's happening here. So that's fantastic. And just trying to go for a mass Viking strategy to try to counter the Void Rays, which I can definitely support. And I assume, again, that is the Swiss talking about you should make some Vikings to try to deal with these Void Rays because they're problematic. And it's true. They're so problematic. All right, so we're going to recall the Zealots home, which doesn't help all that much. The Archons don't take bonus damage from Void Rays, but when you're outnumbered 11-1, it doesn't really matter. 16 Void Rays are up, man. This is really ultra problematic here. That High Templar army from the Swiss using their basic attack on a missile turret, which isn't going to work out. They only gave the High Templar the basic auto attack because Protoss kept F2A moving High Templar into the enemy army. So it's not intended to be good. It just is intended to allow F2A moving Protoss players to not lose their casters. Which, I don't know, Infestors don't get that help. Why should High Templar? BabySwiss was trying to go for a third. That's not happening. Void Ray army is invulnerable, man. They cannot be stopped. There are 12. Oh, suddenly 12 Vikings are out, though. The thing is, you really want to kite in this situation. Oh, look at all these High Templar. No! Boy, oh, do it. Do it. Come into the Widow Mines. Come into the Widow Mines. Okay, one hit, one dies. Trying to do a defensive nuke in this situation. Storm, storm. Trying to get more storms off. Beautiful storms. Okay. And now the Vikings can get some more work done because all these Voiders are very injured. Well, most of them are. Anyway. Oh my gosh, the effectiveness of the storm. He's losing all of the High Templar, but he's really whittling down this Void Ray count. This is crazy pants. Could AC go nuts? I don't know what this nuke is for at all. I mean, stop nuking your dad's stuff. Man, I get it. You're trying to help, but like, well, I guess that's actually going to connect. Well, sure. You nuked all your dad's stuff, depowered a bunch of his buildings, but you killed all of the Void Rays. That just knocked the TheKyinKyan down to 0 army supply. He has nothing. He's going to rebuild his army by making 4 Void Rays at a time. Where the heck are these Vikings? And why are they not involved in support here? Are you trying to hide them? You might be trying to hide them. It's like, please continue to make Void Rays. Obviously, we don't know how to deal with them other than nuking our own stuff. So Void Rays will continue to be amazing. But then secretly, there's a massive Viking army down here. So, cool. Oh, finally getting Flux Veins, TheKyinKyan. Probably should have gotten a while ago if you're going to go for mass Void Ray. But third base rolling for BabySwiss. Love that. Fourth base warping in from TheSwiss. Like that, too. I'd really love to see TheKyinKyan expanding, and he is finally expanding over here at the 9 o'clock position. So good on him. 10 points to Gryffindor for that little maneuver. Additional Stargates on the way from TheKyinKyan. I mean, it's Void Rays or bust for him, man. Marine Tank from Brum, which is honestly, it's just a really solid all-around composition if you're trying to learn Terran. BabySwiss. Marine Tank is very good. Good anti-air, good anti-ground. Oh, the bait. The bait, though. The bait, though. And then you just wander into storms. Oh, the nuke doesn't do as much as you want it to. Yeah, Marine Tank Void Ray pretty strong against most things that could be thrown at you. Sure. Did a lot of your Marines get injured because of storm? Yes. Did you make some medevacs to heal them up? Absolutely. But you won the battle, and that's all that really matters at this stage. Oh, the landed. He knows how to land Vikings, that's for sure. Oh my gosh. All right, so bonus versus mechanical. So they're actually getting bonus damage here versus these tanks, which is fun. So we're going to go Zealot, Landed Viking, into Lifted Viking because, again, got to worry about the Void Rays. TheKyinKyan expanding again. I like that very much. So this is where, do we finally get our Viking Void Ray? Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. So all the Void Rays are dead. Prismatic Alignment, going to do fairly well here. Storm softening up the Voids, and then the Vikings finish them off. Nicely done. Let's go. Let's push, 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 push. Planetary Fortress, can it stand up against the might of this many Zealots with all of +1 attack and no other attack or armor upgrades? No, it cannot. Exploding. Viking count, kind of high enough to keep these Vikings out of here. Landing to kill a missile turret that existed in this location. Been here for a while, actually. Yeah, wiping out TheKyinKyan's expansion's probably a good way to do this thing. He's really mined out. I don't know, maybe expand up here? Is that the intent? I guess Brum scanned it. That's a Brum color. Still making Void Rays. Did I just lose all of my Void Rays to a million Vikings that showed up? Yes. Do I care? No. Upgrades would be amazing. I know there's a million things to focus on in StarCraft, BabySwiss, but if you're going to make a million of something, get a couple upgrades for it. It's just build an armory. That's what you need here. If you have a factory, you can do that. And then +1 air weapons would be great. It really adds up when you have 51 Vikings. 51 Vikings! Goodness gracious me. Softening up the front here a little bit with some nuke action. I don't know what these mules are here for exactly, but they're gonna wander into tank fire and cannons and die. Were they here to help heal up the Vikings? I don't even know what this is about anymore. Maybe that was a mistake on that mule call down. Sure, entirely possible. It's Midnight Madness. Mistakes happen. If you watched my game a couple days ago that I played against He Hate Me, you will know I make mistakes too when I play StarCraft. It's a very, very difficult game to have zero mistakes in. If not impossible, honestly. Like what Artosis once said, it's impossible to play a perfect game of StarCraft. Rather, who wins is he who makes the fewest number of mistakes. So, kind of Brum's at 44 supply, TheKyinKyan's at 83. BabySwiss is at 134 supply, of which are 50 total Vikings. Just in case, you know, this Voidering army shows up, we can destroy them. I haven't seen so much basic attack from a High Templar army in possibly ever. Look how little damage they do. It's disgusting. I think it's like 4? It is the tiniest, cutest amount of damage. I think it's less damage than SCVs and like probes put out, honestly, I do. Ah, we found the Voidering army. Kill them. Kill them. Oh my gosh, no. Nope. Too much. Too much. Too much, too much. So I think that's your GG for Team North. I mean, I understand that, yeah, TheKyinKyan has got some expansions down here, which is cool, but he's still making Void Rays against a force of 46 Vikings, which is the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Not happening. Also, Brum's... Oh my god. The landed Viking shenanigans. Swiss expanding top side. Brum expanding top right, actually, in amongst all the enemies. Brum, okay. Guess maybe you can get away with that if your enemy doesn't discover what's happening here, which seems entirely possible. So Brum's at 4 supply, which is exactly 4 SCVs. TheKyinKyan is at 54 supply, which is a bunch of probes and 4 Void Rays. Not going well for him. This is a weird, weird game, I gotta say. Very strange, but you know, 2v2s often get weird. And I like it. That's why I like casting 2v2s in other team games every once in a while, for that very purpose. And one of the games submitted was a mono battle that SniperMonkey really liked. I should also cast the mono battle. I like casting mono battles. They seem to be pretty popular on the channel too. Maybe I'll give that a go, see how that works. Resonating Glaives on the way. Okay. Guess we do have 0 adepts. Yeah, BabySwiss is like, look what I found! That's right, the Swiss. I'm gonna murder a Nexus. With all of the Vikings known to Terran kind. By that I mean there's 51. This isn't even really a scary army from the Swiss. It's like a handful of Archons, like what, 5 Zealots, and I don't know, like 10 High Templar, which is fine, I guess. But if you're trying to kill an enemy base, it's not like the ideal composition for it. But that's it. Like, we are done. TheKyinKyan has no income whatsoever. Brum is, nope, that's not happening for him because a single Zealot shut that top right base down. And this is largely what's going on here. TheKyinKyan is kind of turtled up a tiny bit, but he's got 35 minerals. He doesn't have the ability to hold against really anything at this point. I mean, there's enough cannons and shield batteries and Void Rays to probably handle this Protoss army, I would say. Yeah, you can storm the Void Rays to kill them, but you can't storm cannons and you can't storm shield batteries. So, like, yeah, maybe just get out of there. You don't really have enough traditional army to handle it. Swiss has got cannons to deal with the flying buildings of Brum here, but, you know, the Vikings are here for that too, honestly. Oh, the Void Rays poked in, poked back out. Gotta get out of here. Gas game's over. Fun stuff, though. And hey, a victory for Swiss and BabySwiss. Brum taps out. He has seen enough. I think this is his final building. No, it's not. He's got some other stuff going on. Good game, well played. Oh, look at teaching BabySwiss manners. And the Swiss, good game, well played himself, too. Feeling good about it. I love the opening nuke into mass Viking strategy that BabySwiss has decided he's going to roll with in this game. And it totally works, because you know what? The enemy Protoss continue to make Void Rays without much concern for the fact that they're not that great against huge numbers of Vikings. Still, no upgrades at all. I would recommend upgrades as one thing to work on in your game, BabySwiss. I know there's a million things, but GG! BabySwiss and TheSwiss are your winners in 25 minutes and 28 seconds. That's what we're talking about. Teamwork. Taking down an evil Void Ray player. Who uses Void Rays? Honestly. Protoss, that's who. And I guess, honestly, the Swiss does too. But that was... that was amazing. All right, cool. So anything else we need to talk about here? Mass Void Ray is really good unless the enemy knows what to do against them, and then they're bad. Nukes are really fun, even if they're not necessarily game-winning. Very, very fun to connect on anything of those. Expanding is good. Upgrades are good. And teching into the thing that will kill your opponent is smart. So end of the day, 43 Void Rays went down for TheKyinKyan. 26 High Templar? Shoot. I mean, that's a lot of dead High Templar. And yeah, never really a giant army here from the Swiss today. 63 Zealots died. He never got up to max. I don't think anyone got up to max army today either. And then Brum going for his Marine tank strategy, which pretty good. Pretty good until you really can't get a third base rolling, and then you just get starved out anyway. So well done. Well done to father and son team, and that is going to be it for me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Mid-Rank Madness 2v2. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
The path of ascension before